Everybody wants to see the proper interpretation of the Silver Surfer, and Marvel said, "We got you." That's why we're casting Julia Garner. That's the Silver Surfer, right? and the Marvel tried to pull back out. Wait a minute, hold on. Now I know y'all getting mad, but it's not the Silver Surfer, all right? It's the Silver Surfer side chick over here.
Right.
Forgot her name.
Shalabelle.
Yeah. She has a big, long story in history with the proper Silver Surfer, the male Silver Surfer that everybody knows. So they say, so don't get mad now. You know, that we didn't gender swap. She's just another silver chick out there. And, you know, it's about time she had her story told. Come on, y'all. People, of course, complained anyway. And I have to say that I do understand some of the complaints out there. I want to see, and I'll tell you about that in a little bit. But have you heard about this?
Mm-hmm.
You heard about this?
Yeah, I heard about the casting.
So please share your opinions on what you feel about this situation. If
I may.
I cannot, in good conscience, talk about Double Toasted Live in LA without showing that image right there. Double Toasted Live in LA. That's from the art of Moss. He did that art right there. Some of y'all be getting that on a t-shirt, but I'll let you know about that in a little bit. This is a kind of off the cuff conversation right here, just spontaneous because somebody posted it, but I was thinking a couple of days ago, we should talk about this, especially since I'm surrounded by such nice nerds as you. And
okay.
It's you. I'm sorry, geek is the word.
Shut
Right?
up.
Okay.
I need your
Yeah, all right. How about this? I'll throw myself in there too. Otherwise, I wouldn't be talking about this. But we all know and are very excited for the upcoming Fantastic Four. Marvel has not been what they used to be, but this was a very exciting announcement right here where they talked about the casting of Marvel's first family, as they say. So we all know who this is. We got Pedro Pascal, he's everybody today.
I know.
Mandalorian. Yeah. Martin Luther King, I heard he's gonna play after this.
Joel had a lot of dreams.
Yeah. So Pedro Pascal, the dude from Stranger Things, I forgot his name, but he's perfect for Johnny Storm. I can't even remember this dude's name from The Bear.
Oh, Eben Moss Bacharach.
Bacharach, yeah. He's gonna be Ben Grimm, the Thing. And your girl was just in Mission Impossible.
Vanessa Kirby.
She's gonna be the Invisible Woman or Invisible Girl, Mrs. Fantastic. So you know, it's some solid casting going on right here. I don't think anybody really had a problem with it. The most anybody said, and we went in there, we weren't even upset. Well, Martin, Pedro Pascal, I'm sick of his ass.
I'm not sick of him. There's sometimes they cast somebody and I go like, oh yes, like a little bell rings. And with him, I was like, oh, okay, I guess.
Yeah. I love Pedro Pascal. I love Pedro, especially when you see, I'm just going to say it, people going to be mad. He's probably not gay, but I'm going to say, you know, so when you see a little gay Pedro Pascal, when he's all giggly and everything, I'm going to be Joe. I'm going to be killing people. He's so cute.
Yeah.
He's adorable. But yeah, it wasn't my first thought as Reed Richards, but you never know.
He fits.
I mean, I had no problem with it. I had no problem with it except that he's the it guy right now. That's everything.
Right. It's just more of a like, oh, him again.
Yeah.
It's definitely an easy choice.
Yeah. You know, because you hit it. There you go. Man, this dude, he's played some hard ass characters, but when you get him off camera, he's flamboyant as hell.
Yeah.
And it's adorable.
Yeah.
I love it. But the casting there had to be one. There had to be one to get these people upset out here. Silver Surfer. So everybody's been looking forward to the Fantastic Four, but they've also been looking forward to some of the side characters and the villains. People are excited to hear about one character being cast because it means that you're getting a bigger character. Some people say you're going to be getting Galactus. Now, if you're going to be getting Galactus, that means you have to have the Silver Surfer. And somebody said, well, you know what? Say what you will. The casting here is closer to, you know, them getting it right than wrong.
Yeah.
So cool. So I know y'all going to do the Silver Surfer right. And everybody said, I know y'all ain't going to pull, and I hate to even say this, I know y'all ain't going to pull that woke shit, right? Come on now. Everybody wants to see the proper interpretation of the Silver Surfer. And Marvel said, we got you. That's why we're casting Julia Garner as the Silver Surfer. Right? and the Marvel tried to pull back out. Wait a minute, hold on now. I know y'all getting mad, but it's not the Silver Surfer, all right? It's the Silver Surfer side chick over here.
Right.
Forgot her name.
Shalabal.
Yeah. She has a big, long story in history with the proper Silver Surfer, the male Silver Surfer that everybody knows. So they say, so don't get mad now. You know, that we didn't gender swap. She's just another silver chick out there. And, you know, it's about time she had her story told. Come on, y'all. People, of course, complained anyway. And I have to say that I do understand some of the complaints out there. I want to see, and I'll tell you about that in a little bit. But have you heard about this?
Mm-hmm.
You heard about this?
Yeah, I heard about the casting.
So please share your opinions on what you feel about this situation.
If I may. So, like I said, the casting already, I mean, it's solid, but it's not ideal. Like already casting Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards. I was like, all right, well, that's already a stretch.
Boy,
where was my camera when I did that? you too busy sucking on that Celsius.
You know what? I'm
emptying
the can so I can throw it at your ass. Shut up, boo! No.
But okay, once we enter this realm where we're going to do stuff like this, all right. Well, then the door's already open for doing, I guess a gender swap, but it's not really, since they're just going with a different character who's also like the Silver Surfer within that universe. It's a thing that Kevin Feige has been doing, which is to say, hey, I want to do these, but when I look at the characters we're playing with the sandbox, we got a bunch of male characters, most of them white. And that's not really what I want to present to the world. I'd like to mix it up to reflect the world we actually live in. And when you're taking stuff that was made in the early 60s, you're going to get mostly dudes and mostly white dudes. And there's no way to mix things up unless you actively go in and do it. And the thing is, he might catch hell for it, but I could take you all the way back to Bruce Timm with the animated Justice League, where they had the traditional lineup, and it's like, man, it's all a bunch of white dudes except for Wonder Woman, where he said like, hey, let's mix it up. Instead of Hal Jordan, we'll get John Stewart as the Green Lantern. So we have a black dude. Hey, instead of Hawkman, we'll get Hawk Girl. Nobody complained. Everybody went with it. And children grew up with that as their Justice League. Yeah. So much so that when Ryan Reynolds shows up as Green Lantern, they were like, what is this going on now?
Yeah.
So it's healthy to do this, and as long as you tell the story well, it's not going to really affect anything. Other than you won't have the Silver Surfer kind of like trying to edge his way in on Ben Grimm and his blind girlfriend, or you still could, the way things are. But I mean, I get why people are like, hey, I want to see this. But you did have a male Silver Surfer before. And now, okay, it'll be a female Silver Surfer. As long as they tell a good story, it won't matter in the end.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I'm not super knowledgeable of the history of Marvel's characters. Like, my experience with the Silver Surfer is that Fox movie with the Fantastic Four. But I'll be honest, when I heard this announcement, I was like, oh, I guess they're going with what the rumor was saying, that Silver Surfer is his gender neutral character. Like, when I saw that image, I was like, oh, he just decides, like, today I have a penis, today I am a woman, like, that's what I thought. But I guess there's another version of the character, and I'm totally cool with that.
Now, it's a little hard to see Jennifer Garner after the
Ozark. Yeah, man. Yeah, exactly. Because that's what everybody's thinking. Fantastic Four, I'm coming for your ass.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't hide from me. I'm silver and I'm surfing. It's gonna take a while to get that image out of my head. But no, I see both arguments.
Because I say Jennifer Garner is Julia Garner, right?
Julia Garner, yeah. Jennifer Garner too. Hey, what's in your wallet? Shit. She's surfing from Jack in the Box, going to get Ben Affleck his jumbo jacks. I see both arguments because I agree with you. Like, listen, if you tell the story well, a lot of people, you ain't got no choice. They already made it and they tell the story well, then, I think you're not going to complain. You're going to already be engrossed in the story. You're going to be into the character if they present the character well. So in the end, that's all that really matters. Are you telling the story well and are you developing that character well? But also, I do understand the argument of, so we've had so many bad, at least considered by most people, bad Fantastic Four movies. Mm-hmm. And so people have just been waiting for them to get their characters right. And so when they did the Fantastic Four casting of, the family themselves, people like, all right, at least, they are those characters. Those are the characters that we were looking for, and I'm willing to see what you do with the casting there. A lot of people I know were waiting to see after, especially the last movie with the Fantastic Four. It was Lawrence Fishburne who did a great job as Silver Surfer, but I know people want to see the Silver Surfer with the excitement of this movie finally probably getting it done right. They want to see all these characters that they love in there, and so a lot of people saying, I'm not a sexist. I'm not a person who cries woke. I'm not against casting all kind of people in in different roles and representation. I just really want to see the Silver Surfer. I really want to see them get that story right. And I'll be willing to give the story a chance, but you can't blame me for being just a little disappointed that they changed the character around. Now, at the same time, maybe they'll change the character around so that the story will be changed up for us a little bit. It's not the same story that we're seeing. And I get that. But I also understand the people who are just a little bit let down that they're not seeing some of their favorite characters or one of their favorite characters being also represented in this movie where they feel like they're on the right track. Now, that being said, who knows what's going to happen? Maybe this female character will introduce this character later on for another movie. Yeah,
or maybe start with him and then go to her. Or
Yeah, you never know. You never know. I really do take the whole thing. I even did this with Good Times. I told you, if we remember that discussion with that animated Good Times, as much as I hated that trailer, I'm always a wait and see person. So who knows where this is going to go? I would say voice your disappointment, but be reasonable. Don't.
Good luck with that.
Some people, if only one person puts his torch down. It says, guys, reason. You just see this dude's head.
He's with them. Get him.
They just have the guy's head on a stick. And this is reason get you.
Spray painted silver. Silver head on a stick.
Never again.
No, there are some people who will understand this, and and I'm impressed by those people when I see them online. Yeah. But just be reasonable and say you can voice your disappointment without having to be aggressive or having to make a final judgment on this. Because I'm with you 100%. Be disappointed. I'm a little disappointed too.
I'm a little disappointed, but not post online disappointed.
No, I'm not. I'm not getting a rage and start a lynch mob angry. All right, it's like I am disappointed. I was like, damn, I really want to see them get all those characters right, and the Silver Surfer is one of them. So I'm a little disappointed they did this, but I will say that. You never know what they're going to do with the story. You might be surprised. You might, like I said, that might be a great story that brings a different element to what we've already seen. Mm-hmm. That might be the way she might be the introduction to the Silver Surfer later.
Probably.
Yeah, you never know. So let's just, sit back, be disappointed and say it. But, just keep an open mind. And when you see the final product, that they mess up, then by all means, you got something to work with there. But you just never know what you're going to get until you see it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting that people are disappointed. I guess I'm on the totally other side because I don't care. At the end of the day, I just want to see a really great movie.
Sure.
And I think that Marvel has pulled back a lot recently, and they're going back to the drawing board with a lot of their scripts. I mean, they've totally recasted everyone. They
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like except for Mahershala Ali, he's the only one they're keeping. But yeah, they're totally revamping that. And this year we're only getting Deadpool, and they're pulling back. So if they're gonna make a female Silver Surfer, there's probably a good reason for it. And honestly, like, who cares, man? You're still gonna get to see that effect. And you're right, this is going to lead to them introducing the Silver Surfer one thing at a time. And that's kind of fresh, female Silver Surfer, and it's a woman.
That character dies in the comic, I know.
Okay, well, there you go.
So it could be, somebody made a great point, because I remember reading about, I don't know anything about the character, but I did read the character dies in the comic. And who knows, maybe she came back. But maybe she dies and the Silver Surfer comes for vengeance.
It's comics. Everybody comes back.
Exactly. So who knows, man? Who knows? Somebody said nerd. Oops, I guess I just did.
But they do so many things with all these characters. I mean, they've been around for, almost a century. And they go through so many different iterations, and everybody has their own personal interpretation of how it has to be. And yeah, man, they did some stuff recently with the surfboard to where it could change to any shape. And then another thing where the board is actually sentient, and it's called To Me, because he's always saying, "To me, my board," and he's like, that's the name of the board. It's To Me. And I was like,
get the hell on out of here. Now see, things ain't looking so bad now, are they?
And the Marvel movies have this habit of like kind of taking the best parts of the comic book and like doing their own spin on it, especially like with the costumes.
Yep.
That's what I'm excited to see. I want to see how the Fantastic Four is going to look.
Yeah, I'm. Let me just say, I'm more eager to see if they do something like what they do with something like this. It doesn't seem like stunt casting so much as maybe they're doing it for the break reasons for story. So we'll see. I just wanted to get the opinions out there. What do y'all think? And hey, Skull, if you want to put up a poll for this, if people approve of this or they're still upset about it, whatever, you can. But I don't know. What do y'all think out there? I'm talking to both kickers and the chat. Chat, what do y'all think about this? This film's another timeline they explained. Nerds run the world. I hope not, because they just as racist and shitty as anybody else.
Right?
Probably worse.
More so.
They're angry. Yeah, they've been beat up and
Silver's like almost white, so that's good.
Yeah, that's true. That one black dude who beat me up made me hate every black person. Let's see here. It's supposed to be set in the 60s. I think I heard that it was, but we don't know.
I'm curious what type of movie it's going to be. Like, I'm hoping it's not just, another origin story superhero movie. Like, is it going to be like, some kind of mystery? Is it going to just be another action movie? Like, is it going to be a thriller?
I'm down for it, Lucky Dog Podcast, but wondering what kind of accent she has. I told you.
I'm from outer space. I'm from a nebula far away.
I hope she has a story where, she had a shitty family. Her father was some intergalactic drug addict, a meth addict.
My father used to sell drugs. I don't like it.
And Galactus is Marty Bird.
Yeah.
To lift her out of that. But he's always dismissive.
Come on, be reasonable now.
Reason.
I'm a Silver Surfer.
Well, you made it to the end of the video. That must mean you really like what we do. So if you do, check out these other videos just like this one. Check out our other YouTube channels and subscribe to join our wonderful Toasty community. And as always, stay toasty.